Is Raila Odinga destroying William Ruto or building William Ruto? It is in the public domain that William Ruto is working closely with Raila Odinga. Confirmed or not confirmed, this is an Osumkate government. This is an handshake government. And the events of this government played out exactly like how they played in 2018 after President Uhuru Kenyatta, now the retired, had a handshake with Raila Odinga. We saw after the handshake, the relationship between the president and his deputy became sour. And today, President William Ruto is not in good terms with his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, who is already impeached and fighting in the courts. And now moving on, we have from Raila's side 4 ministers, starting with Finance Minister Mbadi, Mining Minister Joho, Cooperative Minister Wycliffe Oparanya, and Wapiyo Odai as the Energy Minister. Those are very powerful dockets in the government, which explains why Raila Odinga, or which reveals, or which supports the argument Raila Odinga is already in the government. And now with that, who is benefiting with the relationship between William Ruto and Raila Odinga? For me, I say Raila Odinga is the one who is benefiting as William Ruto is losing. Infotrack has released an opinion poll of who are the most influential individuals in the country. And guess what? Raila Odinga is topping the list, followed by President William Ruto. Is it not ironical? The president of the day enjoys much limelight than any other person. He is the leader of the country, which shows popularity of President William Ruto is going down. His support base is going down. I know there are many factors. Because of his policies, people are feeling that now President William Ruto is not governing the country well. Starting with the finance bill, now moving to SHIF, where people are feeling that the health insurance scheme is denying them quality healthcare. Then we saw from protests of Gen Zs, we saw abductions. Maybe that has contributed to his popularity going down and his influence going down as well. Then we're moving on to the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. That may have contributed to his influence. Instead of going up, is going down. And you see, there's something I said yesterday, that day by day, William Ruto popularity is going down. And if his popularity is going down, Raila Odinga knows. He knows that. And William Ruto is making mistakes that might cost him big time. I said yesterday, if Raila Odinga loses the AU seat, there are possibility they may work, they may contest, their relationship may continue working with the president, William Ruto, or this politics, remember, they are not permanent enemies and friends. Their relationship can go south. And maybe Raila Odinga can say, I will run for presidency in 2027. And the guy has a reason to give to the people, and people might believe him. Remember today, nobody can believe what William Ruto is saying. Majority of Kenyans, anyone coming from William Ruto, they cannot trust it. because it's promise after promise. And do you remember during campaigns, William Ruto promised a lot. Either maybe because of the political economic situation of the country, maybe that's the reason he is unable to deliver to his promises. But the general feeling is that William Ruto has failed the majority of Kenyans big time, and many people are not trusting his leadership. And that explains why every day people are not in support of the President William Ruto. And remember, there are chances of Raila Odinga winning the AU chairmanship are very hard. So I can tell you by 2025, Raila Odinga will be back in the country. And once he's back in the country, he may support William Ruto or he may oppose William Ruto. And he can give a good excuse of opposing President William Ruto. Remember, people do not trust William Ruto right now. He may say, he may tell the people, the public, I trusted William Ruto and he promised me that he will deliver this seat to me. He will help me and campaign for me so that I can secure a EU chairmanship. But the guy did not help. That's why I've lost. And people might believe him. Majority of them will believe him. And remember, Raila Odinga has a strong support base. The support base which believes in him. If he tells them now, let's go north, they will go north. If he tells them, let's go south, or west or east, they follow Raila Odinga. But now, look at William Ruto. He has lost his ground. And he is actually burning bridges. Now, look at the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Do you think Gachagua does not know who engineered his impeachment? It is him. Alright? So, Rigathi Gachagua, in case of a fallout between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga, Rigathi Gachagua will be happy to have his revenge. Okay? 2, the mountain people, they are not happy with the president. I'm telling you right now, President William Ruto is vulnerable. The clergy who supported him to get into power, today they are not in support of him. Another bridge is burnt. The other day we saw former agriculture minister Mithika Linturi saying that he made a mistake. Him and Gachagua made a mistake of trusting William Ruto. Regret. And that speaks a lot. Maybe Linturi might work in future with Gachagua. Gachagua is being seen by Mount Kenya people like a person who has been fighting for their interest because of one man shilling, because of opposing the finance bill, blah blah blah, all that. Even looking at the Adani deal, the public is not happy with the Adani deal, and maybe even in the airport, JKIA and the distribution of electricity in the country. Many people do not trust William Ruto right now because of so many things. Which, as for me, if I was the president, he should avoid. President William Ruto is becoming vulnerable day by day. His support base is losing up. William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, is losing his support base day by day, which leaves him vulnerable. In case of Raila Odinga quits the government, and remember, Raila Odinga can tell his people resign, and they will resign, and they'll be opposing the President William Ruto. Where is Gachagua back then? Behind William Ruto. And remember, politicians, they're very smart people. Any politician from the mountain, they have been complaining that they have been facing austerity in their support base, or in their constituency because of Rigathi Gachagua. And rather than face that austerity again, they may join Rigathi Gachagua. And there are rumors that even Wetangula might be out of the government. William Ruto should be very careful. All these politicians can gang up against him in 2027. We might be looking at a scenario what happened in 2022, where Gachagua may say, I may not run for presidency. But now we have a common problem which must be dealt with. I support so and so. And maybe Baba also, because now supporting, getting himself into the government, in one way or another, he may have his reputation tinted. Even him, he can sell support maybe Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka has been all the way cool. He has conducted himself with some decorum. Kalonzo Musyoka is not aggressive. And that's how William Ruto might lose in 2027. That is my thinking.